Some of you guys have probably already seen and even used the DIY trail cam bracket posted on cambushphoto.com. I thought it was a great idea, but I'm thinking, man, there's got to be a way I can adapt this to be able to use it on public land legally where screwing anything is illegal, or if I'm hunting on somebody's land where they have really high value timber that I don't want to mess up. So this is the solution I came up with, and it'll cost you less than $4 in hardware. Okay, this is really simple to make. Here's all the parts you'll need. 2 eye bolts. This one's a 1/4 inch by 2.5 inches long. This one's 3 inches long. 1/4 inch washer, 2 1/4 inch wing nuts, 1 3/8 inch wing nut, 3 3/8 inch fender washers, and a 3/8 inch thumb screw. And then we have just a tie plate, and then 4 machine screws. These are 632 3/4 inch long. They come with the nuts, so you can just put one of those in each corner. Then take a 1/4 inch drill bit, drill out the center hole a little bit wider. To make the part that will actually attach to the camera, take the thumb screw, fender washer, short eye bolt, fender washer, long eye bolt, fender washer, and wing nut. So now you can adjust this angle and lock it down with the thumb screw and the wing nut. Now I'm going to take off both of these nuts that came on the eye bolts. I'll use one of them in a little bit. For the long one, you can actually just thread on a wing nut backwards. That'll be the part that attaches to the trail cam. And then on the shorter eye bolt, once again, put on a 1/4 inch wing nut backwards. Leave it so that there's maybe 5 or 6 threads showing. Put it through the front of the tie plate, washer, nut, and that's it. You can adjust this angle right here. Same thing with the front. Any angle, lock it down. Alright, I got one all camoed up here. I'll show you 2 ways to attach these to the tree. The first is with paracord. You see, to start with, I've just tied a loop around the bolt. We're going to use a trucker's hitch. Now, to tie a trucker's hitch, you need to first put a little slip loop into the rope. So to do that, you make a little half turn with your hands, and then just put the free end through. Pull it tight. If this knot isn't very clear when I'm showing it to you, there's plenty of trucker's hitch tutorials already on YouTube. So anyways, we just take that bracket, put it on the tree, put the free end of the rope around the tree. Then you just loop it around the bolt. And now we put the free end through that loop that we made just a second ago. What this allows us to do is now use that loop as a pulley and really get that rope tight. Now, traditionally, trucker's hitches are finished off with 2 half hitches. What I like to do is make the first half hitch, taking care not to lose any tension in the rope. Pull it tight. And then the second half hitch, I like to leave just as a loop. So I don't pull the free end all the way through. I just tighten it like that. Now we can mount the camera on. And you can see this thing is pretty solid. It's not moving at all. Removal of the camera is pretty easy. I like to take the camera off first, then just pull the free end. That gets rid of your first hitch. Then you just undo the second with your hands, and then pull it off the tree. This loop you made, just pull the 2 ends of the rope and it'll come right undone. The other thing you can do is you can take one of these holes right here, drill it out a little bit wider, take a 3/16 inch eye bolt, and actually I like to put a washer on either side of the tie plate just because the threads don't start until about right there. Put that in place with a nut, And then just take a Dremel and cut off the end of this bolt so it's not sticking out so far. Then put it through that hole, and there you go. One other quick tip, if you guys know that you're going to be hanging your trail cameras on small branches or even brush, one thing you can do right away is take these 4 bolts and move them 1 hole closer to center. And or you can buy longer bolts. That'll help make sure that this nut in the center has a gap between the tree and that you won't have a loose connection like this. If you guys thought this video was helpful, please click like, share on social media, and subscribe to the channel.